It's a beautiful day. Have the beat, Tracy G. It's a beautiful day. All my brothers are showing up to the show this morning, man. People I respect tremendously. Was talking about DJ Drama earlier, and this the man really who set it off for all these mixtape DJs.
That's factual.
Come on, man. They always gonna tell you the truth. Always tell you the real. Even when you look at these streaming sites, right? Or you look at live mixtapes, Mixtape Kings from back in the day, Spotify, all these different things. The person who put the DNA in the thought process that creates a caviar list on Spotify or Apple Music or all those different things, all of that stuff, this entire industry, in my opinion, was fueled by his ingenuity.
He everybody father.
The one and only Kid Capri.
What up?
Yo, that was my best Kid Capri ever, though.
Better than mine, baby.
No, I wouldn't say that. What you say? What you say? Yo, Kid.
What up, man?
First of all, congratulations on everything you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
You know, and you know, being here with Sirius XM too.
Yes, sir.
You know, you and Heather and who else we got? Bugsy.
Yep.
You know, and killing it here under the Sirius XM umbrella, bringing more credibility, bringing more artists to the table. Continue with everything you're doing. Kid hit me last week, and I know I probably shocked him. Maybe a week and a half ago, he hit me and said, "What's up?" And I just called him. I eliminated the text messaging. I was like, "Man, fuck it, Kid. Hey, Kid, what's up?"
That's how we do it.
Because this is my family right here.
Oh,
and he started telling me about his daughter. And he's mentioned his daughter before. But he's never mentioned it in this way. And I knew it meant a lot to him. Not just because she's his daughter, because he really believes in what she does. Because you could have a kid and your kid could be whack.
Right.
And you ain't going to call up Sway.
Right.
And say, hey,
right.
My daughter. And I said, really? He said, yeah. So she's ready now? Yeah. He said, look, call me back. Go online. Look at it yourself. What'd I do?
Went online and looked at it.
And called him right back.
Right back, yep.
Because I saw the video to that song Air.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, my gosh, where has she been?
Right.
Welcome her to the show for the very first time. Vina, love.
Hey.
That was an amazing introduction, by the way. That was like great.
Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you. You see, it's from the heart.
Yes, definitely.
That's some advice to you as your uncle now. You know, do things from the heart.
Right.
And you will sustain in this business.
Exactly.
We'll just keep dropping gems, right? You know, it's interesting because you put in some work for yourself over the couple years, right?
Yeah, man, I'm tired already.
You're tired already. Now, was it because of your father, or what inspired you to actually become a performer?
The fact that I was able to, first and foremost, like when I got on stage, it was easy for me. Like it just came out, it worked. So I was like, all right, if it worked, I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Might as well use it. So then as I started doing training and like really just going into it, I fell in love with it.
Well, her first, let me cut you off. Her first chance of getting on the big stage was right across the street at Radio City. I had a concert with LL and Sierra and a few other people.
Wow.
And I brought her on stage with me right after the intermission. She was over and the crowd went crazy. She's sitting on my shoulders, signing autographs and all that. So that was her first
7
time.
years old.
Oh,
7
you were
years
7
old.
years
Yeah, she was
old.
7.
Yeah. It was my birthday.
Yeah, it was her birthday. Yep.
Wow. Was it something about that feeling that you got when you saw all that admiration? I mean, I'm sure you can remember the feeling at 7.
I actually paid more attention to the fact that I was like on stage and lights and it was just big. Like that's what I was more in love with. I didn't really get excited about like people and signing autographs. Like I don't know, it just didn't excite me. But just being on stage in front of lights and just like showcasing something that I love so much. Yeah, that was like the ultimate feeling.
Where did you grow up? What borough?
In Harlem.
And man, she probably right around the corner from me. I could hear that. So you grew up and you went to school in Harlem the whole nine?
Yep.
All right. And then how was your relationship growing up? What kind of father is Kid? He seemed like
he's a cool dad.
Okay.
He's never been like, I mean, he's overprotective, but in a cool way. Like,
okay.
Listen, you know, I'm okay with you doing such and such, but just know that there's such and such that could happen. But he's like, you know, he never been like.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, he's never been like, he never bombarded me like growing up. Like he let me make decisions, let me learn from them. And he just trusted that him and my mom raised me well enough to not do the dumb things, like, you know?
Yeah.
So he was pretty cool.
When he yelled at you, did he used to yell in his daddy voice or his mixtape voice?
He never yelled at me.
Oh, he never yelled at you?
I never got yelled at.
Vina! Get your ass up in here. Who is this kid, Millville? Who is that?
That is actually currently my boyfriend.
So y'all really are together?
Yeah.
Come on, kid. What's up, man?
Yeah, they had started a group together. Well, really, it wasn't a group. They were solo, but they just did something together, and they did the Best of Me record with the Maya and Jay-Z joint. They did that. So when they did that, it just looked like a group because the record was so good, and they just went on from there. But she had put other records out after that. You know, I thought it was good. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't what Air was. And the moment she gave me Air, that's when I knew it was time for that to take off and move. But you know, she did her struggling. She did everything she's supposed to do. You know, and she's seeing what it's about to be in the business, and it's not easy. It's not a game. It's real. You know what I'm saying? You really got to put the work in. Like we here this morning. You know what I'm saying? You got to put that work in.
And it's not easy to be in the game with your boyfriend too.
Oh yeah, that was a trip. I didn't understand don't mix business with pleasure until I did it.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, it wasn't a terrible experience. It happened. It worked for both of us. Now we're both doing our own thing, and we're both doing really well. So.
Oh, so y'all you're single now?
No,
you're still together,
yeah, we're still
but
together.
you're doing your
We're
own
just
thing.
not in the group. Yeah,
okay,
we're
you
doing
separate.
music
You're doing
separately.
it separate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's smart. Vina Love is here. New artist, got a banging ass
It's a
video.
banger.
You like the video,
You
Heather?
remember, Sway, when we came, it was 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
or whatever, I was showing you the video with LL and just like on your timeline where I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, look at Kid Capri's horse. My husband showed me. It was like, yo, I think that's Capri daughter. I was like, what? Like, just a banger.
And
Just a banger.
she edited the video herself.
Did you?
Wow.
And my oldest daughter, she did all the costume work. All the costumes, you know, just going dark and the neon lights and all. She did all that.
That was me, my dancers, all of us. We just, for a whole month straight, every day, 5 a.m.
And she wrote
painting.
that, and she don't like to tell me this, but I always say it because it's definitely a good focus.
I love this dynamic, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
She wrote Air for Rihanna.
Okay.
Yeah, she wrote Air for Rihanna, 4 other songs for Rihanna. It never got to her. She decided to do it for herself, and I'm glad she kept it because now what she did with this, in my eyes, and from the feedback I'm getting back, is that she's taking it back with a new twist. Like she's giving that sound that was missing for a minute, and it's good to see a young person to know and understand that, and also the producer. Motif alumni, you know, he brought it to the table. So,
is he a young guy, the producer?
22 years old.
Yeah, because what we talked about when your dad and I ended up having a full conversation about you for a good 20 minutes or so about that. After I saw the video and called him back, was the way you guys were able to capture a sound that we kind of came up with in the 90s, and it's a club sound, soul sound, skating sound. And it was done so well. I assume that the producer was from our era.
Nah,
you know,
we both have very old souls. So like when we go in the studio, we be in there 10 hours straight, just battling with our ideas and beats. We'll start a whole song and then the song don't go right, and we just be like, all right, let's start another song. So like we really go back and listen to older music, like 60s, like that back, and like really try to capture like good music, good sounding music.
And she's telling the truth because when she had a Sweet 16, I asked her, I said, who you want to perform at your Sweet 16?
What she say?
She said Crayshawn, who was hot at the time, the Gucci record, and she said Rakim.
Rakim.
And he came to my party. I was shocked.
I went and got Crayshawn. I went and got
on.
Rakim. Yeah. And
How'd you get Rakim?
Well, me and Rakim went on tour with each other. You know,
that's
Rakim
right.
never
Okay.
really liked to go out with nobody, but me and him went on tour with each other, and you know, I had him performing in a way that he never performed in his whole career, where he's smiling and snapping 5 and jumping in the crowd and all that. He was doing all that. Beats changing in the middle of his thing. So it was a different cover zone. We had built up a big relationship from that and before that, but with that tour, he got a chance to get a whole nother perspective of how he performed. And, you know, like I said, we built up a relationship, and after everything was over, you know, when I called him, he was there. No problem, man.
And let me let
And he
you
don't
know,
come out with for nobody.
Exactly.
Like,
He came out exactly how I wanted him to, with his Pell, his hoodie on, and his Timbs, and was quiet, standing there
smashed
like
it down.
Did he-
Performed and everything.
Did he perform? Did he do
Yeah.
Move the Crowd? What did he?
He did R&B for
He's-
President. He
Oh,
did I Know You Got Soul.
You had Rakim perform at your.
Rakim.
Yeah, it was
Sweet
crazy.
16.
You're
That's
entitled.
crazy.
Crazy, right?
That's crazy.
But you know what?
You're
At the
spoiled.
Sweet 16, did your friends know who Rakim was?
Honestly, no, and I didn't care. I was good. I was happy. They ain't mad at me.
Damn. Wow, Vina Love. So what's the love part?
That's my real last name.
That's your real last name?
Yeah, that's my last
My
name.
full name is Davina Love.
Yeah.
Davina Love.
My
David
grandfather,
Love.
my father, and myself was all David.
Okay.
I'm David Anthony. My father's David Howard. My grandfather's David Love Sr. And we
So I was supposed to be a
boy.
boy.
Oh.
Let's just say
so
that.
you came out. Nah, you're
Davina.
not a boy.
Yeah.
Davina.
Davina.
Hey, kid, real quick. How did you handle the boyfriend thing initially?
I mean, listen, man. Hey,
Be calm, very calm.
the one thing about having little girls, man, is that that's one thing that's inevitable that's gonna happen. She's gonna have that, but it's what she shows you along the way before that even happens that matters. And she showed me a lot, man. Growing up, she was always good in school, always responsible, never did anything questionable where I had to, any of that. But she's 21 years old now, so she's a little lady. She got to move. Yeah, she got to move the way she got to move. But as long as she move respectful and know that she got to be respected, that's all that matters.
Capri, that's just for Sway. Really, that's a personal question because he got a daughter.
I know. Yeah, I know. No matter how good I make it sound, it ain't gonna sound good to him.
That's bullshit, kid.
Vina, don't even want. That wasn't for you, Vina. He don't even want to hear it. It's just really for him.
All right,
Yeah.
look, I'm gonna play this song Air. A lot of you, this is Vina Love. Follow her on social. Is
Yes,
at
follow
Vina
her.
Love _?
Yes.
Okay, at Vina Love _ Follow
No,
her.
Vina _ Love.
Vina _ Love. At Vina _ Love. VINA _ Love. Follow her. A lot of our, as you know, kid, you hear a lot of our listeners really, this correlates. If we play a song they like, they go buy it and they support you. And they'll tell you if they like it or not.
Right.
This
That's
song-
what we need.
That's what we need. So call up. Let us know what you think of the song. It's called Air. It's out now. Sway in the morning, Shade 45.
Scat that, scat that, scat that. Finish it off. Go ahead. Gonna finish it off. Gonna finish it off. Finish it off. Nice.
Yeah.
Vina Love. Special guest by Kid Capri. Yeah. Damn,
Wow.
man, that sounds good, man.
Beautiful voice.
Thank you.
You guys look good doing this together as father and daughter. I know it's not always going to be like this. I know your pops is, kind of, assisting and escorting you in, and eventually you're going to be off doing whatever you're going to do. We'll all be watching you now, though.
Thank you.
All right? But this looks good, too. I know your mom's manager, right? Is this going to be a reality show, Kid Capri?
Not at all.
No, okay.
The glasses came
Not
off.
whatsoever.
When you said that way, she looked at you like, what this nigga at? This nigga.
Not at all.
Just throwing ideas out there, guys. Just throwing ideas out there. All right, we're going to go to the phone lines, 888-742-3345. Let's go to Las Vegas. Ben, what up?
Vegas.
Hey, good. What's good? What's good?
What's up?
Hey, I'm telling you right now, Kid Capri,
Yep.
big fan, always have been, man. I'm 47 years old, so, I was watching you when you was doing Def Comedy Jam. So, always been a big fan. But your daughter, man, you need to thank her mother because that voice is beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Much success. I'm rolling out to Cali with my daughter. She's a little beast. We're going to go play soccer this weekend, and you will definitely be at the top of our playlist on the road to Cali. So, much success, much love. I hope you continue to succeed, and your voice is definitely different from what is being played right now. If you look at the current landscape of beautiful women making beautiful music, I think you are definitely above them right now. So
Thank you
keep
so
doing your
much.
thing and stay on this and stay on this path because the music that you're putting out, you don't really hear it a lot. You hear too much of the same old cookie cutter type musical styles, and yours seems really melodic, really almost angelic. I love it. So
Thank you
much
so
success.
much.
DJ Kid Capri,
Yes, sir.
always a fan, always will be a fan, man. Love you.
Appreciate that,
Hey,
man.
do you
Thank
you listen to Kid's show? Kid, break that down.
Yeah, man, I got my show on Sirius XM Fly Channel 47. I've been banging that joint for about a year, and it's doing really, really good,
Yes.
man. And it's called The Block Party. called the block party because it invites old and new at the same time. Nobody's exempt, so everybody get a chance to party at the same time. So you hear the new, the old. You never know what you're going to hear on there, and we just block partying, man. So check it out every Saturday and Sunday, 4 to 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I'm on the turntables acting real crazy on you.
Party on the air, man.
Yeah,
I listen all the time, man.
Vina, when you were mentioning how you could be in the studio for like 10 hours with the right person, it made me interested to know, like, what is the vibe in the studio? Like, do you need it to appear a certain way? And also give us a tour, like, your creative process with writing.
In the studio, you want to know something? In the studio, it has to be pitch black, but I'm actually afraid of the dark.
Huh.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But if I'm with somebody, I won't be, like, scared. But the lights have to be low. It can't be a lot of people in the studio. Can't focus like that. And the music has to be extremely loud for me to focus. Creative process, I like to make everything from scratch because I feel like it just builds better that way. Mm-hmm. Like if you have a beat and then you just write into it, it's like you're just trying to match words to a beat. It's just, I don't know, it seems better when you do it from scratch. And for the most part, yeah, that's really it.
Does scratch mean like, okay, you'll write maybe a verse and then you'll be with the producer and then he'll match?
Scratch means the producer is playing the piano or the bass, whatever it is, the drums. He's literally just playing it, and I'm trying to match some words to it. Mm-hmm. And then after I match words, then he adds the piano. Then he adds the violin. Then he adds, like, we literally build from the bottom up. So there's no lyrics, there's no nothing, just straight keyboard and whatever else.
You said, you mentioned earlier you took training, some type of training.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of training?
I went to a performing arts high school. I actually went for dancing because I was a dancer before I started singing. Mm-hmm. When I went to high school, you had to either be a dancer or a singer or an actor or do art. So when I auditioned, there was like this big fight between my singing coach and dancing coach because they didn't know which one they wanted me to be. So then they was just like, listen.
She was the first voice.
Yeah, I was like the first person to be a singer, a dancer, an actor. I played volleyball. Like I was the first person to do all those things at one time. And I was a freshman. That was like unheard of. Mm-hmm. So once I started doing that, they really kept me. I was in school till like 9 o'clock almost every day. In high school, that's not even kind of legal, to be honest with you. Yeah. But they would keep me in school and have me like working on my voice. I was always in rehearsal dancing. Then after I graduated high school, I went to AMDA, Performing Arts College. I only did one semester, but it was real hardcore training. It was like classical training for opera, Broadway training. It was really intense. It got too intense to where I was like, okay, enough is enough. I got my training. Yeah, I know what I'm doing,
and here we are.
I mean, you can never get too much training, but school and trying to do this at the same time and trying to have a job, it was just too much. So.
Of course.
Yo, Vina Love, the 99% of the artists we're seeing in the game now have no training. So I'm glad you took the time out to go and don't even want it. I don't want no training. What am I going to improve on my voice for? I like it horrible. It's working. Yolanda, what up? She's in Oakland. What up, Yolanda? I can't rap, and I'm okay with it. Kid Capri is going to play it.
Hey.
That's right. Yeah. So, Yolanda, what you want to say to Vina Love? She's in Oakland.
I want to say, Miss Love, I love your music.
Thank you so much.
I love your voice. You bringing me back to how music used to be. The flow of the music, how it used to be, and I love it. And it's a breath of fresh air. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
Breath of fresh air, no pun intended.
No, that was pretty good. That was pretty damn good. Hold on, we only got like 3 minutes. Wonder, what is it? Wonder wanted to say something. Go ahead, man.
You want me to rap?
I want to try to do something live. Let's do it.
Oh, shit.
What's up?
What's
up?
She going in?
Listen, can I curse?
Go for it.
I'm officially a Cali fan. I went to Cali for my first time.
Really?
For DJ Khaled's birthday party, and I actually performed, which is crazy. Thanks, God.
Okay.
And, I'm officially a Cali fan. So if you could give me nothing but a G thing.
Nothing but a G thing. Yo, my niece is the bomb.
Yeah, man.
Kid. Thank you, kid.
Let's go. I'm not a rapper, but let's see what happens.
Let's go. Vina Love, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. Yeah. She's not even a rapper, now rapping y'all.
Me.
Hey.
All right.
Hey.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
1, 2, 3 into the 4. It's Vina Love and I'm knocking at your door. Head in my living room and drop off your clothes. You know we about to roll. Hey, I mean I'm saying, what is you saying, baby? You was playing, I was waiting at the door. You love these bitches forevermore. I ain't gonna clock you, baby. I ain't gonna stop you. Trying to get this money, man. My life is on times 2. You stuck? Baby, you gotta wake the fuck up as a woman with some pride. I swear you gotta keep up. But I ain't gonna clock you, baby. I ain't gonna stop you. Trying to get this money, man. My life is on times 2. Need you to understand. I love you. We got a plan. Keep it real and you hold my hand. Walking through the fire, so fire. My desire to keep you on my arm. King and queen on the throne. And these peasants is holding on. It's a gift to have a love so strong and undefeatable. This thing is unbeatable and your love is unbelievable. I ain't needing you. You love my independence. We got a team. We win in the beginning. I ain't finished. Let you know I ain't the one to fuck with. Your mind is on me. I say your name and you come quick. Vina. Baby, I'm lovesick. And I'm going all out, kid. I mean, I'm thinking, how could you ever love someone because of the pain you did? Boy, you know that I would give my all to you, give you my last and my heart too. But you couldn't love me right, so you alone tonight. Boy, your boys were right, you ain't ready for my loving, baby. No, you took advantage, now I'm walking, baby, out the door. You used to love me all nice, so give it to me right. When I see you, no shorty, then I know it's on sight. Ooh la la la, put your hands in the air if you're rocking tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh la la la,
keep going.
I'ma sway in the morning, daddy by my side.
Hey.
Ooh la 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 la.
Talk to him.
Hey. Ooh la 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 la.
Vina Love, y'all. Vina Love. Vina Love. Hey.
It wasn't 5 fingers of death, but it was something.
Sway in the morning. 745.
So dope.
Yeah.
So dope.
That works.
Yo, I pulled my sunnies out, have the beats.
Hey.
I didn't know we didn't have a, you know, I had to pull the sunnies out.
Excuse me, Mrs. Sal.
Yeah. It's too bright in here right now.
Yo, Vina, real quick, what's your social media? I have 50 million people asking me right now to follow you on Twitter.
That's crazy.
I'm actually not that active on Twitter, but I will be. It's _VINALOVE, and my Instagram is Vina_love.
Okay.
Vina_love. Yo, Ty, get a couple different angles of her. B-roll, we're going to cut that little piece into a music video. Get a few angles, we're walking out. Vina Love, you are the truth.
Yes.
Thank you.
You are the truth.
Thank you.
She gonna be the new baby girl of the industry.
Yo,
Yeah,
you
she
got
is.
it.
She is.
She is.
And you're going to get a lot of love. You
Thank
know,
you.
and I say this because your father is a very tremendously loved individual.
Yep.
And he's my brother. We travel. You
Travel.
know, we see each other around the world.
Word.
In the craziest places.
The craziest
You know,
places.
and with family. Rich Nice, another friend of ours. We all get down together, and I'm happy for you, kid, that
Thank
you
you, man.
raised such a and your mom. You guys raised such a beautiful
Thank
child.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
She's grown now.
She there now.
You got a big future ahead of you.
But
Thank
talented
you.
and a songwriter, and I think that's the part that people overlook. The fact that
Yeah.
your pen game is on point. Just
Thank you.
congratulations, young sister.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's dope.
Continue to be
you.
great.
I appreciate
Right.
y'all, man. Looking
Okay.
out for her, man.
That's
Showing
all
love.
love.
man.
Ready.
I don't want to
Definitely.
see no scandals, Vina Love.
Listen, I'm so like not here for it.
Okay,
At
good.
all. So
Good to know.
no worries.
All right, cool. Thank you for coming by. Y'all want to
Thank
talk to
you.
Kid Capri? You can hit him up directly too on social. Hit up Kid. Let him know what you think.
Kid Capri 101 on the Twitter and the Instagram. I'm right there for you, boy.
Have the B.
I'm at the happy hour WHB.
Twitter, Instagram at It's Tracy G.
What you got? Turn your
Sorry.
mic.
OQ Shoots on Instagram.
DB.
It's really DB. DJ Wonder. You can find him at.
DJ Wonder. New episode of Terrible today. As soon as I get it edited.
Cool. We're looking forward to that.
That Willie D sound right there, okay? That's Willie D right there you playing.
Wonder.
This is it.
That's right.
Oh,
What
that's you
beat-
playing it.
Yeah, what beat is that?
That's Willie D.
It is?
Willie Chase from the Willie D movie.
Wow, I would love to see you do a beat trivia. Like somebody just play mad beats and you guess the beat.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's
good at that.
cool.
Oh, that's we're gonna do that in the house.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that in the house. hey, what's your daddy like in the house? Is he good?
He's like the biggest teddy bear in his onesie. He wears a onesie. I'm telling the world. He has them in flavors, like flavors.
Fly joints though.
Nah, he be fly.
I swag it up.
It be having the hoodie and stuff.
Oh,
and he
wow.
eats sandwiches
Yeah.
with mayonnaise, potato bread and orange juice with ice in the same yellow cup all the time.
Very consistent.
What kind of sandwiches?
It's literally like cheese, mayonnaise, and turkey meat.
Okay.
And that's it.
What cartoons do you watch? Does
He don't watch TV like that.
Oh,
I mean,
doesn't?
if I'm watching TV, he'll come up and sit with me for a little while, and then after a while, he gets annoyed with it. He goes back down to the studio. He's in the studio all day.
I know he posted it. You know,
Yeah.
he goes live. He streams
He's
it.
there
I'm,
all day.
I'm there with y'all.
And then sometimes I'll go downstairs and lay on top of him because I'm still small enough to do that. And then I'll just leave him down there. They go to bed.
Shit, I like that, man.
It's dope
thank
seeing
you,
daughters
Vina.
with their fathers.
Yes,
yo.
it is.
Amazing, man.
It's dope
That's
seeing daughters
amazing.
with their fathers.
I want to shout out Jamie Foxx, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cause Jamie, you know, I did DJ Khaled's party in L.A. the other
Ooh,
day.
did he just done
Everybody
again?
was there.
Yeah.
Everybody was there. And Vina was the only performer there, the only one that performed at the party.
Wow.
So
It
she
was
did the
crazy.
thing. And on my way back, me and Jamie Foxx had flew back together. And he was telling me he had the pop-up show coming up, and I played the video for him for her. And he just loved this record so much, and he asked her to come down. He asked me to bring her down to the pop-up, and he just did a big thing for her, and it was so big. And Entertainment Tonight called us and asked if they could play this, so they played her on Entertainment Tonight yesterday. So it was pretty good, man. Yeah, man. So shout out to Jamie Foxx.
Wow, man, I'm getting chills off that. Oh, man.
You want to know, it actually hasn't hit me yet. Like, I'm so,
Good.
still calm about it.
Good. Stay
Good.
there. Try to
Yeah.
stay in that place.
Right.
It'll
It's
hit
still,
you, though.
processing.
Yeah, but stay in there. It's that bliss. Keep it right there. It's nothing
Yeah.
like it.
I have no choice to be humble. My mother popped me right in the forehead.
Shoot,
And
I-
so will he, so I ain't got no choice.
Well, y'all kid probably won't, but I could tell your mother will because
Yeah.
she's looking at me. Don't ask the wrong thing, Sway. So, damn. Okay, I got to thank the guests that came by today. We want to thank
JB
I seen
Smooth,
JB Smooth.
JB Smooth for coming by. He got his new book, The Book of Leon.
Yeah.
Dawoon Kane. Dawoon from Coffee Meets
Dawoon
Bagels,
Kang
the dating app.
for the dating app Coffee Meets Bagels. DJ Drama for coming by with Jack Harlow, who did the 5 Fingers of Death and made a name for himself today.
Yeah.
Manny made a name for himself. Vina Love made a name for herself today.
Already.
She's been making a name for herself.
And very quickly, Sway, we have breaking news.
Breaking news on Sway in the Morning.
Democratic Senator Al Franken has stepped down and resigned due to the sexual allegations. He is done. He has just stepped down. We are waiting to hear his report, his press conference at any moment.
He just finished it. The biggest quote said, "Even on the worst day of my political life, I feel like it's all been worth it." And then he said, "I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people don't like me." No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say that last part.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. How you gonna do that in the quote? Breaking news.
So what was the real quote?
Ah, man, go look it up for yourself. Lord Sirius up next, man. All right, and also we want to say congratulations to Cypherella,
Yes.
who's the third MC who's going to be on our Doomsday Cypher next Thursday morning at YouTube Studio. Kid, you want to come by, say what up?
Absolutely.
You're more than welcome.
You
Vina, come
starting
by.
something, Sway. People are anticipating every single day now who is going to be announced. It is building.
Yeah, OQ.
Tomorrow we got a big show. We got Uncle Luke stopping by,
Okay.
as well as David Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff.
Can I do it
okay.
again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hasselhoff.
Do it again. Take it from the top.
And tomorrow we
Do it
got
for-
Uncle Luke stopping by,
And who else?
and David Hasselhoff.
Oh, okay. Thank you, OQ.
A head crack.
And on that note, we have nothing left to say.
It's Sway in the Morning, only on Shade 45.